Hello, it is Sunday, June 26th, 2022. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It is a Sunday puzzle today, so I hope you have time for an extra large grid and a theme. We will have some kind of theme in today's puzzle. It shouldn't be the toughest puzzle of the week, but there will be a lot to it. And there's a lot to this edition of the Daily Solve, which has been brought to us by Michael H., Joe Percy, and, as always, the inestimable Hood Monster, the invaluable Timothy Mark, and the inimitable Connor O'Neill. So thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. I do very much appreciate their contributions to this channel and this series, making it sustainable. It means a lot to me, and thank you to everybody who is a patron of the channel at any level. I very much appreciate that as well. So thank you very much if you're a patron or have been a patron. If you'd like to become one, you can do so at patreon.com/dailysolve, and there you can find all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week. And if you become a benefactor, like the 5 people mentioned at the beginning, you get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses coffee mug as well. So you can find out all about that. You can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server in a link in the description field underneath the video, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks to everybody who's done that. So now let's move on to the Sunday puzzle. It'll take us plenty of time probably, so we should get on with it. There's a note on today's puzzle, an extra little instruction here. It's a puzzle that was constructed by Matthew Stock and Finn Vigeland, perhaps. Between them, they've constructed several dozen crosswords, so each of them a relatively experienced New York Times crossword constructor. I think their first collaboration with each other. Could be wrong about that, but I believe that's the case. And it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. And we do, as I said, we do have this note. When you finish the puzzle, look for an appropriate hidden word. So we will have to be on the lookout for that when we finish the puzzle, that is. And I do have a version of this without that bit of text that we can fit it all onto the screen. And so with that, let's start solving. Okay, partitions between nostrils. I don't know, what is that called? I just realized I don't know what that is. First songwriter to win an Oscar for a James Bond theme. Oh, I don't know that either. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I'd be interested to see. Well, I wonder, partitions, I'm just sort of thinking here, partitions between nostrils, it's an anatomical term. It could be pluralized A with an A at the end rather than an S, and then this could be Adele. I mean, would that be likely that it took until Adele for a songwriter to win an Oscar for a James Bond theme? I'm not sure. It's possible. I could imagine there had been several nominated before, but I don't know. Anyway, it's just a guess, but I don't have any crosses. Place to park a boat. Could be a pier or a moor. One in the driver's seat. Head of Eton. So Eton is a private sort of preparatory school, not far from here in London. Actually, it's not in London, but it's not far from here. But there's a question mark. Oh, I see. So, right. So it means head is in a toilet. So it's the loo is what that is referring to. And Eton is simply serving as a location indicator that we're in the UK, I guess. And so we're using British English. Oh, maybe not, though, actually. Because place to park a boat, is that? Smaller than so. Maybe it's not loo, actually. I don't know. Let's keep going. Malt drying kiln. Is it an oast? French menu word. A la carte? It's 2 words. I don't know. I'm not doing very well, am I? Gave a look of, can you believe that? I don't know, snapped or sort of started? Oh, it's too many letters anyway. Smaller than small. Rub it in could be to gloat. That seems relatively reasonable. Tribe whose flag features a circle of teepees on a red background. Not sure. French menu word. It could be a la carte. But that is 2 words, though, isn't it? mean, it is in French anyway. To such an extent that game with a card that might say lawyer, court, judge, legal, crime case. I have absolutely no idea. What am I doing? This is a disaster. Stinky blank, popular Chinese street food. I don't know, maybe this isn't glowed. What you'll hear after hours after a sports car sales lot, we'll have to come back to that. Cry from a boxing coach. I don't know. Get up, maybe? Is that your of your? Thy? Cry from a boxing coach. Hit him? I mean, it's plausible. With the, I mean, I'm going to put it in because it's all I have. Proper partner, prim and proper. There we go. That's a saying. Gave a look of can you believe that? Probably ends in ed. Oh, could be Adele, couldn't it? Swimmer's assignment is laps, maybe. We've been assigned to do laps. Blank system, GPS device. A nav system, navigation system? That seems plausible. All right, we're sort of starting to get a foothold here. Number on a what looks like business card, abbreviated telephone. Partitions between nostrils. Yeah, I don't know, like septa or something. That's funny if so, because septa, in a completely different context, was an answer in the grid the other day. I don't remember if it was the main crossword or the mini, but it was referring to Philadelphia's public transport system. Enter smoothly. And I'm just sort of, I don't actually know if septa is the answer. It just sort of seems like it looks like a word that would fit here. Top of a range. A mountain range, maybe. I don't know. This could be stared. Gave a look of, can you believe that? Stared. I mean, that's... Oh, so enter smoothly is ease into. There we go. Yes, stared does seem useful. Swabs say. Could be as in swabbing the deck of a ship, for instance, maybe. What you'll hear after hours at a sports car sales lot. The silence of... I wonder if it's going to be some sort of pun, like the silence of sound or something, riffing on the sound of silence, that kind of thing. It does look like the silence of something, probably. And what do these have? Top of a range. Stetson hat? Is there some reason that would be? I mean, because you could wear a Stetson on the range, sort of on in the, you know, in the west on the range, that kind of thing. City, I don't know, that doesn't look right here, does it? City that neighbors Ann Arbor for short. I don't know, this could be completely wrong. Swabs say. What about this? Janelle of Moonlight. Janelle Monáe. There's an actor. So does that help with swabs? That would be... I mean, a swab could be sort of swabbing the deck, but it could also be... you could refer to a sailor as a swabby or a swab. So maybe shipmates. There we go. So maybe this is Stetson hat. So is this... This doesn't look right. Oh, no. Ypsilanti. Isn't that the name of a city? Right, it's the city that neighbors Ann Arbor for short. Okay, I definitely wouldn't have known that without being able to get that without crosses. But so maybe this is Stetson hat after all. Top of a range. So it's sort of a top, a hat you might use on a range. I guess that's what that's saying. Follower of smart or wise. All wise, all smart doesn't really sound good to me. Mission statements, inspiration, your ethos, your kind of guiding principles. Oh, I see. Oh, right. Sorry, this is follower of smart or wise. I was thinking preceder of smart or wise. I was thinking of this wrong. So smart or wise ass or a smart ass. There we go. Okay, twisted jeans legs. What looks like pants something, doesn't it? And comic Davidson. I don't know. Pete Davidson. Actually, I don't really see any other options there. Pete Davidson, that might be somebody. Drink with crumpets could be tea and crumpets. And Chihuahua, por ejemplo. That's a state it's a Mexican state, so an estado, I would think. Also the name of a dog breed, so that's a bit of misdirection there. This is referring to the state, the political division of Mexico. Okay, here this is, what does this say? / is this a theme thing? Are there other ones of those? Actually, no, I don't see any. I thought maybe this could be if there was a 3 and a 2 and a 1, there might be something going on with the theme of the puzzle, but I actually only see one clue that looks like that, so I don't think that's what that is. So 4 over something, what would that mean? Blank studies, Gallaudet or Gallaudet University Department. I'm not sure offhand. Kind of fin, a dorsal fin? Another anatomical clue, country whose name, together with its capital, only has 8 letters. Lima, Peru. How about that? Boy, it's dark in here. I guess that my camera's doing a pretty good job compensating for it, though. Forgot to turn the light on. That's silly. Yeah, I still don't know what this is. South Asian crepes are dosas. It's an Indian dish. Big whoop could be an ado, perhaps. It's a whole ado. It's a whole big whoop. Not sure if that's right, but oh, yeah, maybe it is. Expected is due. You can say we're expected at 5 p.m. We're due at 5 p.m. Go over 21. Say bust in blackjack, or the game of 21. You'll go over it. You will bust. A staunch dedication to one's upper leg exercise routine. So here's another theme answer. So we have a few of these so far. We have what you'll hear after hours at a sports car sales lot, which is the silence of something. Sports car. Maybe it'll be a model. Silence of some car model. I don't know. And then here we have Rodeo Drive uprising. Rodeo Drive is in Los Angeles. Don't know. Twisted jeans legs. Pants. Yeah, I still don't know. Oh, here we have blank paste, cheese, bell paste. That's a cheese. Might be saying that wrong. I'm not sure what. Actually, I'm not even sure which language this derives from. Italian, maybe. Okay. Rodeo Drive uprising. Oh, Beverly Hills. Oh, is it in Beverly Hills specifically? Beverly Hills crop? Is it? I'm wondering if it's a play on Beverly Hills Cop, but sort of uprising. If you sort of crop something, you bring it up. I'm not really sure. Not confident about that. Secular could be laic, in other words, not clergy. One named singer with a 2016 hit, Crush. I don't have a clue. Loire contents. So that would be, would be water in French, fills the Loire. One in the driver's seat. Not sure, though. What about these? Don't look very good, do they? Target for salicylic acid. Maybe this isn't the silence. Maybe it's the silent? Oh, wait. If this is Beverly Hills Cop or Crop, this could be the silence of the lambs. The silence of the Lambos. The silence of the Lamborghinis. There we go. So maybe this is actually Beverly Hills Crop, or could it be Beverly Hills Co? Is it all O's, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's irrelevant. This is an O, and it's just any other letter we're putting in. Beverly Hills uprising. Coup. Beverly Hills coup. That was tougher to get because you can't pronounce the P. So it's an uprising, it's a coup, it's a revolution. And we're putting a U into Beverly Hills Cop. So I wonder if the extra word is going to be made, because look, these extra letters are aligned with one another. Silence of the Lambos, Beverly Hills Coup, the O and the U. So we could be spelling out. No, actually we can't because, never mind. That was a complete bust because this is over here. Oh, Pants Labyrinth. Twisted Jeans Legs are pants. Wow. Pants Labyrinth. Oh, that's funny. So the film, the sort of horror film Pan's Labyrinth has become Pants Labyrinth, Twisted Jeans Legs. But we still could be spelling a word with that because here we have O-U-T. So that probably, well, I shouldn't say probably. That may well be the case. We should keep a lookout for that. Now this is surprising. Target for salicylic acid. I didn't think this was going to remain because it doesn't look right. Swimmer's assignment. Maybe lapse is wrong. Swimmer's assignment. Lane. The swimmer is assigned to a particular lane. There we go. So acne must be the target of salicylic acid. That must be a treatment for acne. Okay, one in a driver's seat. Steerer, I suppose, someone who steers the vehicle. It's just simple enough. So maybe Head of Eaton is the loo after all. Why did I think it wasn't? I forget what I found that didn't work with that. Oh, it was this. Place to park a boat. I still don't know. That's very annoying. Global Finance Organization. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund. There we go. A slip? Why can't I think of what this is? Oh, right. Yes, it is slip, actually. Yeah, I have heard that. You moor your boat at the slip or something. I couldn't tell you, I couldn't define the terminology, but it's familiar. And anyway, that works well here. Word before or after perfect. You could have perfect pitch or be pitch perfect. And they have sort of similar implications in that they both refer to musical pitch, although they are referring to slightly different things regarding pitch. Smaller than small would be atomic, as in atoms, very small units of matter. Fourth most common surname in Korea after Kim, Lee, and Park. Is it Choi? Doesn't sound as Korean as Kim, Lee, and Park. Those all sound much more Korean. RC for one. I don't know. Vogue Rivals, a magazine. L? Tribe whose flag features a circle of teepees on a red background. I'll probably be annoyed when I see this that I didn't think of it earlier, but I can't think of it right now. Per person would be each. And a high school department could be, oops, I spelled that wrong. Science, SCI, there we go. Religion of the Maldives would be Islam. And to such an extent that, as much so, to such an extent that this was the case, as much so, as much so, that doesn't sound like something, it just doesn't sound right to me. But I think it's probably the answer. What about this? Game with the card that might say lawyer, court judge, legal crime case. I don't know that. Stinky tofu, popular Chinese street food. That sounds right, actually. Fayetteville School, informally. I'm not sure. April Fool's target could be a sap, someone who falls for anything. Oh, U of A. There we go. That looks right. Okay. Oh, taboo. I think I've seen that this game exists. It's one of those games that's in a little box, which I guess makes sense if it's a card game. Right. I don't think I've ever played it, but I think it is real. So, rub it in. Oh, maybe this isn't as much so. Maybe it's so much so. That makes sense. Yes, sorry. I don't know why I didn't get there earlier. To such an extent that this is the case. So much so that this is the case. Yes, that does sound right when I say it that way. So rub it in is gloat after all. Malt drying kin is, I think, oast after all. It's what I had originally. French menu word is Allah. That is surprising. I would have thought that would be considered two words. And, oh, the oglala. Yes, I do recognize that after all. And RC for one. Oh, a cola. Yes, I think RC is a soda brand. Okay, so this is Choi. So fourth most common surname in Korea after Kim, Lee, and Park is Choi. Okay, fair enough. Let's move on. Bounces around a pool table. I don't know, sort of caroms around. What's that? One named singer with a 2016 in crush. I'm not going to know that, so I'm going to have to keep going. Non-kosher. Oh, right. Is that what? Treff? Is that? What is the word for that? Don't remember. Hindu Festival of Colors is Holi. Or Holly. And that works with Karam's, actually. So that could be right. Antagonist in Hop o' My Thumb. I don't remember. It's been ages since I've it's like a children's story. I can't remember. Communities celebrated in June in brief would be LGBT Pride Month. Name of BTS's fan base. I don't know. Are they the army, the BTS army? Is that too generic to be specific to BTS? I'm not sure. I'm kind of just guessing. Is this Ogre? I guess what I thought. Antagonist and Hop My Thumb. I thought it would be Ogre, but I didn't say it because the G looked wrong. But then, of course, that was LGBT. So should have gone out on a limb, but I didn't. So maybe this is Army after all. Mini manufacturer. BMW is a car manufacturer that makes the Mini these days. And Kitten's sound is a Mew. Okay, so there we go. That actually all worked out. So BTS's fan base is the Army, I suppose, unless Y ends up being something else. Staunch dedication to one's upper leg exercise routine. I don't know offhand. We'll have to come back to it. Thrill could be elate, maybe? You're thrilled, you're elated. Anti-DUI organization. MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, I think. And DUI being driving under the influence. Or driving under influence. Mounts could be what? Probably ends in an S. Some feds. Okay, staunch dedicate. Right, so these are, the something identity, the born identity or something like that. No, it's not nearly, there's not nearly enough letters here. It doesn't fit. I mean, it doesn't fit for quite a few reasons. Staunch dedication to one's upper leg exercise routine. I haven't looked at some of these clues. What she said could simply be yeah, I guess. And one offering intense but unrequited affection in modern usage. Is this stan, maybe? People say, I stan for that person, meaning I'm a huge fan. Oh, no, it's not. No, that doesn't work. I'm a cow. Is it simply moo? Maybe. It seems fair enough. Indian state on the Arabian Sea. Is it Goa? This looks like... Oh, it could be thigh. I was going to say this looks like the something, but upper leg could be thigh. Let's put that in. Thigh. Now, what movie? Oh, High Fidelity, Thigh Fidelity. Oh, that's very clever. So staunch dedication, so fidelity in this case meaning sort of loyalty or dedication. Yeah, staunch dedication, exactly. Thigh Fidelity, coming from the movie High Fidelity. So potentially we've now spelled O-U-T. Is this the next one? Another T. I think so. Outtakes or something? Oh, outtakes. If that's the word, that would make sense because outtakes is sort of a film-related word. Outtakes, bits that were filmed but not used. And we have these letters that we sort of take them out of the word to return the movie to their final form, I guess you could say, which is kind of what outtakes are in the film. You take out those bits and then that becomes the movie. Okay, mounts, steps, I don't know. It does look like Karams, doesn't it? Karams. So the non-kosher is Treff after all, so I do think I remembered that correctly. Red Muppet could be Elmo. Take for a spin could be demo, demonstrate. And debtor's note could be IOU. I have my blank. I have my reasons. I have my doubts. There we go. Oh, mounts are steeds, yes. A mount, a horse could be a steed. Odds fellows, bookmakers maybe? People who lay the odds? Look, fireworks could be ooh maybe, or oh ho, probably ooh. She's All That, 1999 rom-com. Definitely that is a film. Not thematically related, but just getting another film in there. Why not? Specifically, could be To the Point, or to that. No. Specifically, To That End. Not sure. It's a Small World, a globe, perhaps. Specifically, to be precise or to be clear, maybe. This is the thing I'm talking about specifically. This is the thing I'm talking about to be clear. You could say that. Maybe not. No, sorry. Message written on a Wonderland cake was "Eat me." That was what was written on the cake in Alice in Wonderland. And figure on a transcript could be GPA, grade point average, could be on your academic transcript. And one with a storied education, informally. A storied education. So it's someone who's told stories to educate them. Not sure offhand. Ankle length dress. Is that a maxi dress? And New York City subway initials. The IRT. Is that right? I could be misremembering that. Capital on the Atlantic. What, Dakar maybe? Oh, this is to be exact. Specifically is to be exact. This looks like Dakar. One with a storied education, informally. Oh, a lit major. Ah, I see. Someone who focuses on literature at university, which means they have an education of stories, you could say. And the informally gives us lit rather than literature. Capital of Qatar is Doha. Rulers until 1917, czars until the revolution. And scripts, the Russian rulers, that is. Scripts could be, not sure. Urge strongly could be exhort. You could exhort somebody to do something, urge them strongly to do it. Script, so interesting. What is that? Is czars wrong? Surely not. Lab dropper, a pipette. You can drop droplets with it. This looks like project, doesn't it? So here we have RX. Oh, prescriptions. There we go. Scripts, short for prescriptions, and the RX is sort of the symbolic way to which prescriptions are referred. Okay, anyway. Campaign to convince British PM Tony to change parties. This must be Blair Witch Project in some way. British PM Tony Blair is obviously the thing, and Blair Witch Project is obviously the film. Oh no, it would have to be the Blair Witch Project? The Blair what project? The Blair... Sorry, why can't I get it? The Blair... to change parties, sorry. For some reason, even though I read this saying change parties, I was thinking of it as stepping down as PM, because he did step down as PM sort of, not kind of semi-voluntarily, I guess you could say. Anyway, the Blair Switch Project, trying to convince him to change parties. There we go, the Blair Switch Project, very clever. Okay, so that would make the last letter, okay. Oh no, it is S, right. So outtakes, it could still be outtakes, that could still be the word we're spelling. Heart on one's sleeve, for short. Heart on one's sleeve. It'll be a different kind of sleeve. We have the question mark here indicating a bit of pun or wordplay. Not sure. Verbal shrugs could be mess, maybe. Perfect or perfect could be either. Some writing samples. And source of Italian bubbles could be Asti, the town from which particular sparkling wine derives. So the source of that bubbly wine. ER imperative could be stat. Doctors would be saying stat quickly. Give me the, forceps or whatever. Prefix with legal could be paralegal. That's a profession, a job. Exclamation while seeing oneself on the Jumbotron, perhaps. It's me, maybe? Straightforwardly enough. Operator of the Valley Flyer and Coast Starlight. Those are recognized, the Coast Starlight at least. I think I've taken that train. That is an Amtrak service in the United States, the sort of national train operator in the U.S. Passenger train operator. Sports organization founded by Billie Jean King. I don't know. My guess would be WTA because it just sort of seems right. It's probably of America, but I don't know. Make, and like the verb to be, abbreviation, irregular. It's an irregular verb. Does that help? Make. Oh, earn, as in money, sorry, yes. Shade that one might find on the links. All right. So do we think this, so that's a question mark, meaning there's some kind of punnery or wordplay going on here. Sometimes, though, when I see that, I'm not sure which is the version of this reading that we're supposed to not be using, which does the constructor consider to be the obvious meaning that is not the one we're using here? Is it links as in website links, or links as in on the golf course, or links as in on a sausage? I don't really know which of these is meant to be the sort of obvious normal one. Tick follower, TikTok. German lament could be ach. Pair in an ellipse. Oh, foci, the focus points in an ellipse. The two kind of is that right? I don't remember exactly how you sort of define an ellipse in this way mathematically, like where the sort of two focus points are, but I think that's right. Introduction to a chiropractor's makeshift toolkit. What was this? Oh, this was that shade. Oh, it looks like tan, doesn't it? Tan is a shade. But I'm not sure. Anyway, this looks like tape. Introduction to a chiropractor's makeshift toolkit. Does that work here? What did I tell you? Yeah, see? What did I tell you? So it does end in tape. And tire puncturing way across a river. Well, spikes looks good for tire puncturing. What have we not seen? Hairspray Mom, I'm not sure. Utah's blank national park. I think there's a Zion National Park in Utah, maybe. Labor class. There's a question mark. So I wonder what that means. Labor class. I mean, this might not be Zion. Musician whose name sounds like an explanation. Oh, it could be Yoko Ono. Oh no, it sounds like an exclamation. Oh no. Hairspray Mom. Is it Edna, maybe? Kind of just seems like the sort of name that would be in something called Hairspray. I don't actually know, but it just seems plausible to me for some reason. And then here we have shade that one might find on the links. Right, what is that? Oh, golf tan. Right. So the links is referring to a golf course, and shade in this case is referring to kind of tan. So links wasn't even necessarily maybe the word to focus on. It was shade, perhaps. I guess. Anyway, golf tan is shade that one might find on the links. Is that right? Is a golf tan a thing? What would a golf tan be? Is that just the same as a tan you'd get from wearing short sleeves in general? Because actually, is golf clothing even short? I actually don't even know. Sorry. I have absolutely no idea. Although this doesn't look great, does it? IDG. Yeah, this doesn't look very good, does it? Golf links, that seems right to me. I'm going to leave it for now. Well, remember, I'm not sure about any of this. I guess Edna could be wrong. Anna, maybe. And that would be ing. That would be a little bit easier, wouldn't it? Labor class. Oh, Lamaze. Maybe it is Edna after all. Lamaze is a class that you can take if you're pregnant, and I don't think this is how you spell it. I don't know for sure. That looks right to me. So I guess it is Edna. What about this? Arthur Ashe Stadium Organization. I don't know. Maybe the U.S. Tennis Association? Is that an organization? Arthur Ashe was a tennis player, so I'm wondering if that's the case. Macbeth, but not Hamlet. Interesting. And they're both in quotes, so I think we're referring to the plays, not the characters. But I don't know what that means in that context. They're both Shakespeare plays, obviously. Not sure. Palestinian political party. Oh, I know this, and I can't bring it to mind. That's very frustrating. It's not Fatah, is it? Something like that. Maybe it isn't. Burn a little. Char? Oh, bridge. Bridge of spies, bridge of spikes. There we go. Tire puncturing way across a river is bridge of spikes from Bridge of Spies. And my suspicion about outtakes is becoming... I forgot to observe that that's... I guess I did observe that K was there. I can't remember. I think I did. Oh, this is Spinal Tap. This looks like Spinal Tape. Oh, so this isn't Mez. This is Spinal Tap becomes This is Spinal Tape. Introduction to a chiropractor's makeshift toolkit. Spinal Tape. Amazing. So verbal shrugs could be, huzz, H-U-H. There we go. Okay, heart on one sleeve for short. A tattoo, of course. First automaker to conduct crash tests, 1938. I guess it was Audi. That's interesting. Perfect could be ideal. Wrangler's alternative jeans could be Lee's jeans as opposed to Wrangler's, I think. Initials on a cell phone. LTE. It's the 4G LTE network that pops up on your phone service indicator. Like sailors' language, stereotypically salty. Sailors are said to use salty language. Some writing samples are essays. Within reach as a goal is possible. Here we go. It's all coming together. A region, oh, maybe not. I was going to say region is an area. So within reach as a goal. Feasible. Okay. Equally feasible answer. Equally possible answer. Region, area. Race in which one begins in a wetsuit for short. Oh, is it a triathlon? Maybe? Bracket Buster's victory. An upset. I suppose that must be a way to refer to a team that punches well above its weight and sort of upsets the bracket in a way. Okay, what is this? Despicable Me antihero. Not sure, I've not seen that. Diver's Destination. Could be a reef, a coral reef. Wrangler maker. Oh, that's funny, because here we had an entirely different brand Wrangler. We had Wrangler's jeans, and here we have a Jeep Wrangler, a vehicle. Jeep. Winter wear for stegosaurs. This must be Jurassic something. Jurassic Parka is the winter wear for stegosaurs. There we go. At least I got one of these quickly. The rest of them took me a while. Blank Studies. Gallaudet or Gallaudet University Department T. I'm not sure. What was this? Oh, Great Basin natives. Utes. And understand is to get something. So Despicable Me antihero is Gru. I think that has actually come up in the crossword before, but I did not remember it. Palestinian political party. What is this? Studies. What? So I wonder what it is that's particular to this university. Why would this not be something you'd study at other universities? Oh. This isn't Estado. Sorry, it's Estado, as in Estados Unidos, the United States. Estado. Deaf studies? Oh, it is Fatah. Oh. Should have gone with my... Right, I should have gone with my instinct on that. So, Macbeth, but not Hamlet, is an iamb. So, Macbeth, an iamb is a unit of poetic meter that is an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. So Macbeth, whereas Hamlet is the other one. What is that? A trochee, maybe? Not completely confident about that, but it's the opposite, where it's a stressed. It's also two sort of units of poetic meter, or sort of whatever, two feet, poetic feet, but stressed and unstressed. So Hamlet. It's the other way around. So anyway, Macbeth is an iamb. Okay. So that's all cleaned out. Was there anything I didn't look at? Oh, here, for April, the month of April, in the U.S. style sort of dating system where the month comes before the day. Okay. This was USTA, the Arthur Ashe Stadium Organization, it looks like. Was there anything else we didn't see? Don't think so. So, right, this must be, deaf studies. Okay, so that Gallaudet or Gallaudet University must be notable for having a population of deaf students, or maybe either being a university catering to deaf students, or maybe having a significant deaf population. I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to look it up. That is very interesting. A mellophone is a type of horn, I suppose, and some feds could be narcs, narcotics officers, or whatever they're called. Vegetable that's massaged before eating: kale. It's a sort of tough green, so you might massage it. Mythical ship that sailed to Colchis, Argo, Jason and the Argonauts. And airport code for a Delta hub. I actually didn't know this was a Delta hub, but it looks like LGA LaGuardia Airport in New York. And half calf would be half caffeinated coffee. And yes. Wow, 39 minutes. Goodness me, that was quite a long solve. I'm very sorry that took so long. That is the Sunday puzzle for you, isn't it? I found that tougher than in the average Sunday puzzle, I have to say. And so let's make sure that our extra phrase works. So first let's review our theme answers here. So we had, what you'll hear after hours at a sports car sales lot is the silence of the Lambos. That's very funny. Rodeo Drive Uprising would be a Beverly Hills coup. Twisted Jeans Legs is a pants labyrinth. That is absurd. Staunch dedication to one's upper leg exercise routine is thigh fidelity. Winter wear for a stegosaurus is Jurassic Parka. Tire puncturing way across a river might be a bridge of spikes. And when introduced to a chiropractor's makeshift toolkit, one might say this is spinal tape. And finally, the campaign to convince British Prime Minister Tony to change parties, the secret plot was the Blair Switch Project. And then, does it spell outtakes? O-U-T-T-A-K-E-S. It does. Outtakes, as predicted. So that was our, how is it phrased? Our appropriate hidden word in the puzzle was outtakes. And that I think is a very good description of this theme. Well, the theme is sort of concept as a whole, and also these individual theme answers. Very clever theme from Matthew Stock and Finn Vigeland, and I found this to be a bit of a tricky puzzle. Let me know how you fared with it. Now, speaking of things that are tricky, we had a few, fortunately not as many as the last couple days, which have been overloaded with corrections. But I think we had 3. So Bradley, from yesterday's puzzle, explains Aragorn is the ranger played by Viggo Mortensen in the Lord of the Rings films who joins the Fellowship. It is revealed that he is the last living descendant of the former true king, and therefore the rightful heir to the crown. He takes the throne at the end of the 3rd installment, The Return of the King. Well, thank you for that. I did not remember that was the case, but that makes sense. Return of the King. Anyway, I was going to say something, and then I realized I didn't have anything useful or interesting to say. So yes, thank you, Bradley, for that explanation. Zakophanakis, I think would be pronounced, says the clue for cot 36 across was campsite, with site spelled S-I-G-H-T, so something you'd see at a camp, instead of campsite as in a location. Saw you were a bit confused, so wanted to clarify. A cot is something you'd see at a camp. Thank you. Zakophanakis. And finally, Violet in Real says, a minor quibble, but the rapper is pronounced Nas. I'm sorry about that. Nas. I think I've probably pronounced his name a couple of different ways that were not correct. So thank you, Violet, in real Nas. I will endeavor to remember that. I hope I can remember that. And that was all I had from yesterday's puzzle. So thank you to those 3 commenters for your helpful comments. And that's that for today's video. I'll be back tomorrow for the Monday puzzle. That will be a much easier and much quicker solve. I can guarantee that. I think it's safe to say. But I enjoyed this one, despite it being quite a slog at times. It was a good Sunday puzzle, I thought. And let me know how you thought, or what you thought and how you fared. Anyway, do join me tomorrow for the Monday puzzle as we return to the work week with something a bit gentler. Until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Sunday. Take care.